few years ago, a friend of mine was driving in a car with an elderly married couple. And as soon as they got in the car, they started driving, and the elderly wife had a memory problem. She had severe Alzheimer's, had no short-term memory whatsoever. So as they were driving in the car, about 30 seconds passed, and the wife turned to the husband, "Honey, where are we going?" And the husband said, "Oh, we're going to brunch." And she said, "Oh, that'll be pleasant." About 30 seconds later, the wife again forgot where they were going. Honey, where are we going?" "We're going to brunch." Another 30 seconds, she forgot again. This was a 20-minute car ride. My friend in the back seat said after about a minute and a half of this, she said, "I was ready to jump out of the moving vehicle." She just couldn't take it. But every time the wife forgot where they were going, the husband would turn to her with patience as if it were the first time that she was asking, because he didn't want her to realize how her mind was failing her. Now, as the years went by, her Alzheimer's progressed, and she completely forgot who he was, despite the fact that they had been married for 50 or 60 years. And one day he was taking care of her, and she looked at him and she said, "You know, I don't know who you are, but I think you're the best." And you hear this, and what man doesn't want to be able to love a woman with such selflessness? What woman doesn't want to be loved in such a way? Unfortunately for young girls today, they think, well, that's a romantic story, but there's no good guys out there. And even if there are good guys, they wouldn't want a girl like me, so maybe I should just lower my standards, because let's be realistic, I'm not going to find a decent guy. And so they fear, well, what if I hold out and I stay strong, and then I never find a good guy? I'm going to grow old and alone, and I'll live with 12 cats in an apartment, and I'll be miserable. And she gives up hope. But what if you lower your standards out of despair, and then you miss God's best? You'll always wonder what could have been. And so set your standards high, and trust, as the book of Sirach says, study the generations long past, and understand, has anyone hoped in the Lord and been disappointed? For equal to his majesty is the mercy that he shows. So trust in the undying love of God. He has a plan for you. In the meantime, stay strong and pure. God bless.